Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to RGN here for map 2. Technically, it is the third, well, just to explain once more. Arcade, they have yet to, well, they lost their first map literally in this series. They went flawless throughout the upper bracket, so they gained that one map advantage. PRiDE, they lost in the round of 4 to Arcade specifically. Bit of a different lineup, one player shift on the Arcade side, but still, they lost at some point, so they fight back from the disadvantage, but they've done great doing exactly that. They're now 1-1. They took the map first of Arcade, and look at this pistol round. They got a 2-2 setup, 2 push towards a main. I thought 2 were actually getting aggressive to the squeaky, but nonetheless, Reitz finds the opener, and they're going to be crunched nonetheless, though, coming up from Highway. Sockpick able to find 1, but the only bit of success is Coldy alone towards Squeaky, peeks out, but he goes down immediately upon finding a frag. So PRiDE, nice start to their map choice as well.
Very nice start. Arcade had the split going on. Reitz able to get one, fall off, and find another one as the split is beginning. He was the big deal in that round, but PRiDE, they had 4 at a stack there, so Arcade was running into a stack regardless, and soon will peeked out from the quad as Arcade was trying to trade off onto the players inside or near the A main. Stack as well as Reitz doing big things for PRiDE, and no force buyout from Arcade, so the double save. It's become non-standard, which used to be the solidified meta in the other iterations of the game. Camille from NBK, everybody's flying, including the T side, and PRiDE shut everybody down. Lots of money made by the SMGs and not a single kill, despite a couple nades invested from Arcade.
Yeah, great round. Exus getting 3 with the MP9. Got some more, 2 on the other SMG as well. So PRiDE looking damn good and moving into this next round. And only 2 frags to note for Arcade, period. Not really what you'd like to see moving into the third round. Not that it's completely out of the equation that might happen, but it's not a great start. And moving into this round, they've got nothing to work with. We'll be straight up saving, and 5 heading towards the B-bomb site. We'll see how they decide to work against the smoke, or through the smoke, or, okay, that's one way of doing it. They're doing the run boost laser. It's a double run boost into B.
This is going to be sick. Or, never mind, we're going to get shut down.
I almost knew that was going to happen, but it's still cool to see the double run boost.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you got. If you only got Glocks, you want a double run boost, or you just want to hold W and run to your death. I'm going with the double run boost. Maybe an ops there and he misses. Yeah, it's third round, probably not. But no damage done from Arcade on the 2 ecos. And PRiDE. And that's something we saw on the CT side of Mirage. They were able to keep a bunch of weapons up. Maybe I'm thinking of the T side. Anyways, PRiDE looking healthy.
Looking healthy indeed. Soon going to be posted in Z with the AWP, and they're going to play a 2-1-2 setup. And see how that pans out. Of course, some teams will decide to put 3 middle early on that CT side. It looks like Soon is just kind of gauging how they're playing it from afar, as Coldy has taken quite a bit of damage early, actually. I actually did not note how that occurred. He's way back towards T-spawn. Player must have
boost to Sunshine.
Oh, all right. Boost into Sunshine. PRiDE looking very resourceful, and on their map choice, that's what you like to see.
Soon versus JR. It could pop off at any second, but the smoke from Z has been delivered. I see some operas try to like jump up and try to see above the smoke. Very risky play, but wouldn't surprise me seeing what Soon has done thus far. Single man from PRiDE thinking about peeking towards middle from Highway. He has nobody to assist him. Maybe the player from site of A. But Arcade will turn this into a B split. But PRiDE, they've stacked the right bomb site. They have the op here soon. If he can get into the bomb site and avoid getting smoked up from CT, this would be huge. Still no smoke up for CT, though. They need to get one down, and Soon, to avoid getting fragged by Soon, as Morals, he's inside the bomb site, but Soon does get his way towards the headshot. Hits the first one. Where's the hopper? JR point blank with the op, but it's not enough, as Hudgy finds himself in the clutch.
And on the flank as well, but he's made his presence known. Ooh, what a shot on Morals. As now it's only Camille, and he's looked damn good in the last map specifically. Can he be impactful early? This would be a massive round for either side to take at this point. 1v1, Hutchie commits to the bomb plant. He's going to peek out wide. Initial spray from Camille, not good. Doesn't land a single bullet. Hutchie, 3 kills on the round. 1v3. Yeah, started that off onto Exus, and then yeah, it was able to win the round. So Arcade, they've got players that can have that individual effort, and PRiDE, it's a little demoralizing considering how the setup worked for them, how they had that pretty decent read. Multiple players still, or 3 players, I think, when the execute was coming underway with that op present as well. But Arcade, credit to them, they take the round.
Now another big one. As both teams very low money-wise. Arcade, very spread out opening. They got the squeaky guy. They got the guy trying to work up Sunshine. He's aware of the boost this time. He did take significant damage last time. As PRiDE will shift over 3 towards A. The rotations that they're making on the CT side can be considered risky, but Camille's falling back towards mid. But we saw the 3B stack when Arcade had mid control, and it wasn't really identified whether they were going A or B just yet off of that. But PRiDE seemed to have a good adjustments proceeding wherever Arcade's going to go. Pop flash out A main. JR with the shot, and then Reitz follows it up at mid on Demir. Everybody succeeding now for PRiDE. Exis with 2 as he re-peeks from the forklift towards the squeaky door. And this fell apart in a hurry. Arcade, if they don't get a bomb plant, they're looking at a double save. We could see 6-1 for PRiDE off of this round.
Colby finds Camille at middle, but with 22 hit points, it's not looking good. And now the hard reset is looking inevitable. Soon getting more aggressive than I'd like to see, but he makes it out and doesn't die. So I can't say too much, can you?
Both operas just seem to play like that. Soon and JR. Soon seems to have absorbed JR's energy, though, from what's been happening recently. See the double save out from Arcade. PRiDE don't have any SMGs or scouts to lose this time. If they can have another round where they survive with 5, like they did in the previous 2 ecos, it's going to make the comeback really difficult for Arcade. They need some kills in one of these 2 rounds. I'd like them to get at minimum 3 out of these 2 ecos they're facing.
Reitz is going to find JR through the smoke immediately, and he's looking for more. Puts Hutchie down to 2 hit points. Jumping through the smoke here is Mir, but Reitz able to deal with him as well, and eventually he's got to switch off to the pistol, but making easy work of everyone. 3 frags for him. Morals and Camille helping out as well, but 5-1 in Arcade. That frag sheet is still not looking good. And yeah, look at the money here. Mac 10 on Sotfik. Oh boy.
They're going to go for the buy here. They do not have a lot of utility to execute. I mean, 2 smokes, that is enough for an A bomb site execute, but they can't play the game at the beginning. It's not like they could use a smoke towards the B side to put the doubt in PRiDE's head that they could be in checkered. They need... Okay, they do buy 2 more, so now they could play that game if that's what they're intending. They do spread out into a similar setup. Look at this from the CT side, though. They're deciding it's time to take a gamble, see what we could find. Nobody watching the boost. This could be devastating. Exis doesn't want to go right away, though. There is the bomber. JR has his back to the boost. At any moment, Exis could decide to push, and this probably would end the round as JR would lose the bomb. But Arcade, they're going to commit onto A. Where's the flank from Exis?
Eventually, he's going to drop. He's not going to see anybody in A main, but that's information as it is that they're hard committing eventually. But 2 frags going the way of Mir. Excellent work with the Galil, but eventually Exis, here we go. He spots 1, sprays him down. It puts a lot of damage into JR as well. I don't know if he recognized that. But JR
canceled the plant.
Still, yeah, exactly. He had to get off the plant. And now he's posted up. JR speaking about towards truck. Bomb still in his hands. They're looking to try and even this up to a 2-on-2 before anything else occurs. Hutchie playing very passive. His teammate is all alone inside of the bomb site. I'd be very lonely if I'm JR in this spot. And Hutchie's got more HP to work with. Granted, he's only got the AK, but still... You work together here, and there we go. Default plant, and Hutchie still just staying passive at Squeaky.
Interesting. I thought PRiDE was waiting for the plant to go down or hearing the clicks, and then they'd engage and try to make it a 3-on-1, but 1 goes down. That's Hutchie. It's just JR with the op. He's got no HP. Can't take any damage. Peeks out for the first. Second one on top. He'll go down as well. Exit from above. JR can't react in time. Nice attempt from JR, but very patient play out from PRiDE. Again, I thought they were waiting for the clicks of the bomb to ensure one of the players was at the default plant spot, and then they'd engage, knowing that, but they waited till after the bomb goes down to engage, interestingly.
And will work out 6-1, but turns into a 1-on-1 at the very end. PRiDE, their economy is still looking pretty darn good. Of course, that does eat into it a little bit. As Arcade, they will go for the buy yet again. JR with the deagle. play case, Sotvic with the Galil, but again, that lack of utility, and there's still enough on the PRiDE side that they have all the utility you really need for Cash, and Cash turns into much more of an easy time once you have incendiaries on everyone. The CTs, they have all that to work with, but this B-side play, Arcade lurking through the smoke, the flash comes in, Arcade, they've busted out, Morals inside of the bomb site, finds one, can't flick over to Hutchie in time, but RGN's able to help as they create a 4-on-3. Sotvic lurks through the smoke, can't find anything though in middle, and 2-on-4 continues.
Very fortunate, Camille, that Nexus was at his back. As Coldy flushed out of the checkers area, I like that Molotov, clearing the initial dangerous spot as Coldy taking the fight versus way too many. JR again in the clutch, but this time more to deal with and doesn't have his op out. Did find an M4 aside from the Deeg. But Arcade, they're just going to keep these buys up. With the bomb plant, 4 rounds lost money, they're still going to have enough to go for what buy they did before. JR may go for the glass cannon here, but soon seems to have JR's number with the op battles.
It seems to be the case. In PRiDE, they're just racking up the scoreboard for themselves. It's not looking good for the T side at all. Sotvic had been such a presence previously. He's on a single frag right now with a single assist. And JR's got that off to work with. Maybe finds it over. Mir, all right, that's a good way to start. Puts down soon. Immediately upon entering middle. And they've got a situation where... Oh, actually, it's a boost at the moment. This could be awkward. Morals, again, he's looking into Sunroom. But the B-side play, we'll see if they commit to it. Coldy and JR both posted on top of that B-main box. They've got Mir inside of the vents as well. Maybe they're just waiting for the bomb and Sotvic to make their way over before they execute. But 2 still in the bomb site. Maybe PRiDE can hold here.
And maybe. Reitz and Morals, they're both in the back. But again, the lack of utility from Arcade, it's going to be difficult to flush them out. They just got to do it with raw firepower. Both Reitz and Morals forced to kind of fall back, and now they're not playing off each other. Wait a minute. Morals, he's in the back behind the box. Wow. They have no idea that he's here. He almost gets the 3rd one. Coming into the bomb site, that's Hutchie. But now Camille arrives through the smoke. He now has the bomb in his clutches. Exis from the top, beginning to peek out. Nobody from Arcade really peeking up there just yet as JR, he's worked himself into the checkers. They have to engage here. The bullets. They make JR's crosshair fly up before he can fire the op shots. Now it's Sotvic to clutch.
And 1v2, we spotted Exis up in heaven, so he knows where both players are, but without any utility, he has to play this so sneaky, like Exis actually moving towards that CT position, goes down immediately, Camille trades off of it, completes the quad kill, but with 28 hit points, that was so close. All right, to be fair, I'm trying to think back. Arcade, the one round that they did win was a fairly clutch one, so almost stealing a second clutch, but that's... it's not demoralizing for Arcade, because that's what they need to get back into it. They just need rounds, period, but it's showing that PRiDE, they have what it takes to just win the standard rounds, and if they can take these random clutches that Arcade's trying to produce as well, then this might be a very dominant map for them.
Just maybe. And they are the team, as Arcade on the save now, are just full deco. Ooh. And Hutchie will find one from the boost position. Little damage onto Reitz as well. Arcade just looking to spread out and go for the Deeg picks. That's pretty much how the round is decided, whether the Deegs will hit the headshot or not, or if the round just falls apart, getting picked off one by one. But Arcade, one more. Exis, they're still peeking. As now Morels has been dropped really low. But how does Arcade turn this into a take? Because they still haven't necessarily claimed a lot of map control. They haven't worked into A. They haven't, crept up into the checkers area. So still PRiDE in this round. But I guess Arcade is or PRiDE is the Polish team who's been winning everything, all the lands in, who is it? Go Lounge's absence, if my memory serves me right.
Right. Again, my understanding is they are one of the top 3 in Poland. So yeah, CS:GO Lounge, you got Innocent on that lineup. Again, they're studs in their own right, and if the PRiDE is kind of the next one right underneath, that is definitely something to be said, and we're seeing why that's the case. That being said, Sotvic puts down Reitz. It's now Morals and one body shot with this Deagle. Either Deagle, rather, would do the trick. They peek out. Eventually, Mir finds the shot. Overkill with the headshot as well. But Arcade, they steal it, and they find their second. they still have a chance to make a half out of this. There's still money on the CT side, not a ton of it. And if they take this follow-up round, then, again, they're right back into things.
Let's see how low that economy goes from Arcade. Since they won the deco, they suddenly have a decent bank behind them. Dropped quite low. There's an op will be dropped eventually. But yeah, solely with Deeks. Arcade, and very small detail, but they were playing one quad and then one at the forklift area. The forklift guy couldn't peek because he had no HP, right? So the quad guy comes in assisting to try to guarantee the trade. I love that so much, negating the fact that they could be turned into 2 1 versus 1s as an aggressive round comes out from PRiDE, trying to make up for the weaponry that they're lacking as they go 2 for 1, or 1 for 2, I should say. Now evened out, soon continuing the push. Doesn't want to go any further, even though he spotted out the bomb, but there's Reets from the highway. And Arcade left with 2.
So they will be able to recover the bomb, but yeah, that's so much information Reets able to gain just by dropping the bomb carrier, like you had stated. He doesn't sit on it. He doesn't get more aggressive. Instead, he is just going to head back and play a solo. We're going to see an engagement here. Caught with his knife out, but Coldy still gets the frag. That's going to be so frustrating for Reets, but Camille follows it up. JR now in a 1v1 as he moves up close to the bomb site. Op v op. Goes up and over, misses his first shot.
My God.
They're both whipping. This is ridiculous. JR finally completes it. Soon shows up, and he does get spotted. JR can't find the bullet, though. And soon will kill the dreams, or at least for now, of the Arcade side. Like you had stated, winning that deco, they have some money to work with on this T side.
I think they're still going to go for it.
And they brought it down to a single player, so I don't blame them for doing exactly that, for going for the force buy. But if this one doesn't work out, then you've got a couple rounds left in the half. PRiDE is on double digits, and map 2 is almost in the books.
I'm not sure why Morels has disconnected. With Arcade's money, it's a spot where they could go either way. Could go for the force here because they killed all but one of PRiDE last round, and they know PRiDE's economy was low. Or they can go for another Deeg round, which proved incredibly effective, and then they could buy in the next, and hopefully still keeps PRiDE's economy low. I think that's the goal here. But we're missing Morels, and I was wondering why Morel sounded so familiar to me, and I remembered it's a mushroom. When I was going to school in the Bluffs, there was morels that grew wild, and apparently they're worth a ton of money if you could find them. And then there's like expert morel hunters. I don't know. Side note, morels.
I wonder if that's his profession, and that's where he decided to take the name. Well, that sounds really cool. Plus, anybody that's geeking out into that kind of thing would know what he's talking about. If you got
the eye, like apparently for just a small bag of them, you could sell them to a co-op and get like hundreds of dollars. It's crazy.
There you go. Well then, Arcade, here we go. They're gonna have flash on JR soon. Annihilates JR and tries to make it out through the smoke, and there's another player in middle here. I think that's Mirror's trying to play hard to find, hard to get, but he goes down to the HE grenade of Exus, Sotfik, and Hutchie. Last one's up, and yeah, it's just not working out at all. Looking like they might go flawless, and yeah, going flawless for PRiDE in that round. Fantastic. Really puts their economy back in a stable position. Arcade can buy coming into this, but now they're shooting for 5 rounds, and that's optimal coming out of the half.
So PRiDE are going to keep these 2 SMGs. Okay, one of them goes away. Morels needs to buy here. I mean, if everybody's going to go for it, you might as well join. No, they want at least 4 guns if they lose. So sacrificing a bit this round to have a better buy in the next upon losing. You can argue either way. Arcade, the setup again. They really like this opening, and it's pretty standard. The one guy's Squeaky, one guy's Sunshine. Try to get that map control, ensure no pushes coming through, and then open up from there. But it's Exus again on top of the boost. We'll see when he wants to go. This time, there's somebody ready for him. It's Hutchie, but he'll run to lower. Oh, he baits it. I don't know if we caught that, but Hutchie fakes like he's running into lower stairs just to see if Exus will bite from the peak. I love that.
No, that was very cool detail to note. As Exus, he's not biting at all. Still not peeking. Reets is going to find a frag. That's got to be so... Hutchie is just so tilted right now. Just incredibly tilted. He tried to play that... He put all his effort into it. You saw with that bait play, like he tried to do everything in his power, and then he's like, okay, finally, I've lost a teammate. I need to do something other than this, and that's when the frag comes in. JR does respond, but 2 on 4.
And I think he just took a glance where the bomb was too. So unfortunate for Hutg. We've seen him have some big plays so far. Not that round. So Soon and Exis with the crossfire here. Should have no problems ending this round. Or Exis can't complete the trade. Wow, the second shot. And alright, that was just insane by Exis, those last 2 kills.
Exis is looking so good. Quad kill, 16 and 4. We've got Reed 17 and 7. Just so dominant on this map so far. And PRiDE, you can imagine Arcade losing this map but winning overtime on the last map. It would feel a little bit, it wouldn't be as terrible a situation. But now it's going to be PRiDE finding themselves in a convincing spot. It'll be 2-1 if they take this map, and they're 1 away from taking the grand finals from themselves, even though they came from that lower bracket. So, Arcade, we got to see something here. At the very least, damage control. See how much they can get on this map. Even if they lose it, some confidence moving into the next, as this is just brutal. 5 players left up yet again, 12-2.
Did not expect this moving on to Cash. It's obviously PRiDE's first map choice. You know, all the rest are getting potentially played out, but I didn't think it was going to be this dominant. Arcade, maximum 3 now. PRiDE, no problem buying, of course, since they're up this many rounds. There's been a couple points where the economy has been low for PRiDE, but just the very important rounds that could have potentially put Arcade at more rounds because of PRiDE saves that were avoided. They won them. Triple aggression towards B, something we haven't seen yet. It's only Hutch there. Arcade constantly have been sending just 1 man towards B, so I love that aggression from PRiDE, isolating that guy, sending significant numbers, as they still retain 2 players, 3 players at this B bomb site, despite mid control being taken from Arcade. This read from PRiDE is very interesting, because Reeds has taken a long time to get over to A when Soon is in the back of A site and no intel at mid. Very interesting.
Soon takes the peek from quad. Okay, hit JR through the box. So puts him down to 18 hit points. And we'll see, can they work off of this at all, this mid presence from this T side. They've got the bomb trying to come out from a main. They do flush out Soon, utilizing that Molotov. So nice teamwork there, but Exis onto JR.
What? Where was Mir?
Mir, I honestly, I think maybe he took his eyes off of it for a moment, or one of those situations where he just missed and his teammate dies because, Satvik,
He did it.
Damn, Satvik is not playing around. He's saying, yeah, we only got 3, but look at the way I found those last 3 frags. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, that puts him up to 7. He was only at 4, so excellent for Satvik to find that late in the half when all seems lost, but still it only gets him 3. Need to see an amazing CT side performance from Arcade. Definitely capable. Maybe JR will go off. On the CT side, that was the more impressive of his halves on Mirage, where Soon still got him a couple times, but it was JR and his ability to run amok with the op and just play it in all sorts of positions where if PRiDE are trying to set up for defaults, they're going to force one of their AKs to take the fight with that op, which is something you want to avoid. But the problem is that op might never come out for Arcade because they only got 3 rounds.
12-3. PRiDE, if they take pistol, you got to think they're going to be able to close this out and move us on to, let me double check here. Overpass is Arcade's map choice.
3 guesses.
Right. And then we got Train, and then we got Dust 2. So we'll see PRiDE bust out middle, 3 towards vents. It's going to be a B-side split.
Coldy.
And this could work out. We've got a player that Coldy gets annihilated. Soon able to find JR. Mir responds on the flank, but now he's alone. Okay, he's just finding heads though, 2 for himself. Now in a 3-on-3 does go down. Satvik takes a bit of damage as he pokes him through heaven, and his teammate smoked off. So PRiDE should be able to get the bomb down, and then a post-plant scenario.
Satvik does have an incendiary, or is it going to be it's for default site? But look at this. A player has worked up into the CT spawn. Risky play by Camille, but if it works, you have all the intel of the world. Now he's going to begin flanking Hutchie. Ready for it. He does get punished in the end. Then Soon goes down. So it's just Reeds inside of the checkers. He's trying to isolate Satvik. 1 tap onto Hutchie. Not going to happen, and he will have time to defuse it. Arcade staying alive, and that means as long as they don't lose the AK round coming out, that JR will get that op out, and I think that's what they'll really need on these gun rounds, is a lead coming through, and be able to, even if they lose a round, keep having JR with that AWP.
Yeah, Arcade with a critical pistol round like you have highlighted, and we'll see if they can get over the next couple of hurdles. We saw it on the last map where PRiDE was down. It was 10-5 at half. Arcade moving off of their T side with 10 rounds, just ridiculous. But Arcade, can they do a similar thing, only being even more behind? Again, 12-3, now 12-4. And the buy coming out, and they've bought in a way that this is a surprise buy, but they're able to equip 2 players with AKs, and that's massive in a round like this. Camille taking quite a bit of damage, but he takes down JR, and that's the frag he was looking for, and he can actually trade weapons with Soon here. Reed's taking down Mir. Not a good start at all for Arcade.
And Soon still showing presence towards B, so Arcade have no idea what site it's going to be. They have to choose a site to stack, but which one? PRiDE showing themselves on both fronts. Soon will go down towards the B side, and that is cueing the rest of PRiDE to fall back towards B as Hutchie pushes up Squeaky. Unfortunate timing from PRiDE, but excellent awareness from Arcade. Just Hutchie fighting for that intel, pushing up Squeaky. Such a big play. They're still in the dark, but they have negated the player advantage. Still evened out. Both AKs still on board for PRiDE, though. Just that, I think it was Navi who coined that kind of buy. Or if you get that bomb down, instead of waiting for the next round to get AKs, just drop 2 and get them with armor, the rest with pistols. And even one of the pistols found a frag to open up. But the boost over. It's Exis. You will engage with the player at white box. That's Coldy, who is on top. You might peek out a little bit. This mid duel is so important, but Coldy should have the jump on Exis, but he's falling back to highway. This could be devastating. He's got to turn around because the highway player's on his way.
So Sophic is clearing B, so maybe that'll give Coldy the read that he has to watch middle, but here we go. We're going to see Exis takes the frag. Hutchie and Coldy, they both fall, and now it's only Sotfic on the flank.
So unfortunate. That just sucks. I guess you have to be aware of it. You don't want to leave your teammate alone. Sotfic with the... It's kind of crazy looking, the bulldozer MP9. If you can close the distance and maybe catch one of the players off guard, he's got to watch out for the highway guy. I don't know how he wins that fight with an AK. Did Exis spot him? I'm not sure. Reitz and Morals maybe not looking the right way. Okay, Morals is watching his teammates back or side. 13 now for PRiDE. Devastating for Arcade. Yeah, and that little Navi style buy. 2 AKs, unselfish play from 2 of the teammates just to maximize their chances of getting entries.
So, looks like Arcade, they will only see a little bit of cash potentially unless they can steal this round right back. But with the weaponry, you gotta think that PRiDE is going to be able to put this one away. And I wonder how quick they go here. Generally, you'll see a bit of a slower look on the anti-eco unless they just have a hard read on how the anti-ecos have played out previously. But early in the second half here, we'll see Camille getting a boost. They don't have too much presence towards that A side outside of that boost. But an early frag actually with AR as he pushed up, but he is traded off, and Camille will follow it up. Ooh. Wow, what a shot from Coldy, though.
How did that hit? It looked like it was on his abdomen. Didn't know where I was, or I knew I was going with that. A little dirty. But Coldy now is at the headshot spot. He is headshotted by Soon. Flank quickly on its way. Nobody looking at checkers just yet. We're trying to tap away. Player at blue brings him down. Reed's going to get that plant. Hutchie has been clutched before, but he trades off a lot of his HP. Runs out of bullets. Morals didn't have a good count of how many he had in the chamber. But Hutchie with 8 HP is just going to save this FAMAS for the next, but that's only 2 rounds loss bonus. So I guess Scout on JR and 5-7s, Deeg, something like that. Arcade needs the miracle.
Hutchie with 8 points. And, well, again, going to keep this weapon in play, but that's not that big of a silver lining, if you're asking me, as it moves up 14-4. And again, PRiDE is just looking dominant. Arcade put up such a, it was the map choice being Mirage, but put up such a fight there, and to see them drop this badly on a map like this, that you were the one who even said kind of these maps kind of sisters in some regards. It obviously plays out differently, but it is close in some aspects. So anyhow, Arcade, they've got a Nova on JR. See how that that works for them. Couple Deagles, Coldies look good with that. Maybe, just maybe. But if not, it'll be map point trap.
Oh, the scout shot it. Thought it was on from Sotvic, but Exis hits the headshot. Double squeaky push on the way. Hutchie down by Morals. As Mir is still chilling. He tries to recover his teammate's weapon, only to fall shortly after. But yeah, the reason I say Cash and Mirage are more similar to each other than any of the other maps in the rotation is just the fixture on mid, where it's so often that teams will take in up middle constantly and, you know, try to utilize it to split onto the other sites. Of course, you know, you got like Dust 2 and such, but it's not like every single round the CTs and Ts will be engaging with gunfights at that middle area. But PRiDE moving on to 15. Arcade gonna need 11 in a row with no economy. If they're gonna make this comeback somehow happen, this next round will be the hardest of it.
Most definitely, and looking into Overpass, I'm very curious as to how that's going to play out. We will see PRiDE able to choose the CT side, being that it's not their map choice. So right from the get-go, it's a map that, well, when initially it was brought into the pool, it was very, very CT-sided. Not really as much, but you definitely can tell it's one of the maps where pugging it doesn't work very well in my eyes. You have to know the kind of, I think you were the one that kind of highlighted in the way that there's stages of the map that you go through, and on the CT side, if you don't understand those stages, and on the T side, you don't know how to abuse those stages, it can go both ways, and that the team who knows the map better should come out on top. It's not like a Dust 2 where there's a little bit more aim aspect, but PRiDE, I imagine, considering they've been doing this good in their scene, and I imagine it's not a new map for them at all. Overpass, I think, it's actually played a little bit more in Europe, more than it is on this NA side, but we'll see. We'll see.
Ban that green map. Is PRiDE making short work of the final round? Arcade left with the Mag 7, and there's no way. Yeah, that's going to be at 16-4 for PRiDE. Dominant on Cash. Moving on to Overpass, definitely different than Mirage and Cash, but I don't know who to favor there. Now that I've seen such a dominant performance, had I not seen these previous two maps, I'd say Arcade, just because JR on this map too should be able, on the CT side, to work so many different positions. There's not a spot you can't play with the op on this map. So maybe some JR can show up again, but he didn't even really get a chance on Cash because of the huge lead developed. But let's do some gambling, shall we?
Right. If you guys want to join us, again, how this works is you probably want to bet against me, and you bet with Laser. And funny story, we had our producer, our lovely producer Polar. He decided he wanted to try some gambling on his own. Right as the match ended yesterday, we did our little demo like you're gonna see now. Again, if you guys want to use our referral, it's csgo2x.com/RGN. Get 300 credits to utilize. And again, bet with or against us. But he decided, he's like, I'm tired of seeing this money in our ballots. He's going to drop it on green here. Put 9K on green and won. And I think you guys can probably see the balance on screen at this point. We've got quite a bit to work with, so I'll let you start it off.
Yeah, I'm going to wait to this next one to see what's up. People have different ways they read the board of the previous numbers, whichever it's landed on. Say it's been like 4 or 5 black in a row. A lot of people will bet red afterwards, or if you're crazy, wow, it's going to land on green. Somebody made a bunch of money. Delpan. I'm sure you guys know that guy. He just came up big on the green. Maybe you guys should bet with Delpan if you're following along with us. You can add RGN, /RGN at the end of csgo2x.com. /RGN to get yourself 300 free coins that you can use to run it up. Hopefully get yourself a nasty skin. But my red vape just came in the mail, so it's going to be red. 20,000 on red. Delpen, he's going 25 on green now. This guy's crazy.
Right. Maybe don't bet with him. He just got lucky once, and now he's going to get rid of everything. Or it might be green again. I've witnessed 3 greens in a row. So, again, chance has no memory.
We missed our bet? Okay, we would have lost.
Wow, okay, that's a fortunate one. We didn't get our bet in on time, and it's going to be black. So you still want to go with that red?
Let me check.
At this point.
All right, yeah, my vape's still red. 20,000 on red. Let me get maybe okay, definitely still red. Delpan, he's coming along with us for 50K. Hopefully, for everybody's sake, it's gonna be red. And if you don't have any skins, if you've already lost them all, or you're just very frugal with them, to say, there's some offers and partners that you can do on CSGO2times.com to get yourself some free coins. And again, try to get yourself a free skin if you're lucky enough. Show me the red, 100% guaranteed. Oh,
Wow. We literally got 23 twice. Like, it wasn't even that it was black, it was 23 twice. That's hilarious. Well, that hurts a little bit. Is your vape still red?
I mean, yeah. My computer could change colors a little bit, but it's mostly black. The black, I think it's gonna maintain. It's hot right now. The black is hot. We gotta get our money back. 20K on black.
All right, here we go. 20K on black. You can see the RGN account placing said bet, and is it going to be how much luck do we have today, if at all? All right, we've gotten it. You are correct. Black is looking damn hot at the moment, so we'll at least gotten a little bit back here. And should I break the trend, and if I offer to go on black, watch, it's gonna break the trend here. So if you guys are smart, you should probably go on red, but we're gonna go 20K on black again to see if the trend continues.
Seriously, guys, Chad is averaging like 17, 18%.
Yeah, it's bad.
So you might want to go on red here, or will your luck finally change? It's because you've never gambled in real life, Chad. Like the Native American gods have not blessed you. You have to spend money at the casino.
Yeah, exactly. The gambling gods, they know. That is for certain. Well, here we go. Does the trend continue, or will it be reset? You guys...
Chad!
Wow. All right. I feel bad now, quite honestly, because we told all these people to bet against me, and I actually got it correct for once. So, well, the average, the percentage goes a little bit higher, but you guys get the gist of it. Again, if you guys want to have a good time and try and win some money, make sure you guys use our referral like we had stated, and we are going to take a short break, though. So when we return, Overpass is the next map of this best of 5, and we'll see if PRiDE's going to close or if Arcade still has stuff left in the tank. We'll be back in just a couple.